The first thing I need to make in aloo gosht is a little bit of garam masala. I'm not a believer of using too many masalas in a curry. I feel the less you use, the better it is. I don't know about anybody else, but I start with taking some oil in a pan and just sauteing the garam masala. So 1 bay leaf, just about 6 pieces of cloves, a little bit of cinnamon, 2 cardamoms, and that's about it. I've taken a little extra oil so that the onions fry well, and then I'll remove it. Okay, let's fry the onions. These are thinly sliced onions and I've used about 4 large ones. I'm using 1 kg of veal boneless. I think this is the toughest part of making a Pakistani dish, slicing the onions and frying them. So when you're doing that, I just don't want you to brown it too much so that all the effort that you're putting into the curry goes to waste. So this is a nice light gold. I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon each of ginger and garlic paste. My addition to this is 4 aloo bokharas, dried plums. You can totally skip that, but I like adding it to quite a few things. I also like adding curry patta, but I just wanted to have a regular aloo gosht today, so no curry patta in this. This is nearly done. I'm going to be adding at least 5 chopped tomatoes. I like tomatoes in aloo gosht. A lot of people find it absurd when I add so much, but this is my recipe, guys, and I quite like how it turns out. I add the salt almost immediately because I feel like it will help the tomatoes cook faster by drawing out the moisture. I'm adding some red chilli powder, at least a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a teaspoon of coriander, which is dhania powder, and a teaspoon of cumin zira powder. I also feel if you add a little bit of water and cover this, it aids the tomatoes to cook faster. And it's halfway done. I think we have another 10 minutes before the tomatoes are softened completely so that I can add the meat. More or less done, and whatever few pieces are left, they're going to soften as I add the beef in bhuno or sauteed on high heat. Okay, adding exactly 1 kg boneless beef, and I've cut this into a little over ½ an inch in size. I've mixed this well and I raised the fire. I'm waiting for the beef to leave water and I'm going to dry that up. Saute this / bhuno this really well. I feel like aloo gosht turns out even nicer when you saute / bhuno it twice over. So this is the first time I'm doing it. The oil has risen and I've bhunoed it really well. I'm going to be adding about 5 potatoes, and this is the second time I'm going to bhuno it really well. That's mixed well. I'm just going to add water just to cover the potatoes and a little more. Turn down the fire, cover this and cook this till both the potatoes and veal / beef is ready. About ½ an hour has passed and both the potatoes and veal pieces are half cooked, so we're going to continue on slow fire. Pakistani food takes a lot longer than any other food, but then I also think it's so much nicer. That's a beautiful color. The oil has risen to the top. It's more or less done. So basically this cooked for about 2 hours. I'm just going to end it with a little bit of green chilies and some coriander. I also have cut up a little bit of coriander stalks and roots because I think that really adds to the flavor of a finished meal.